Hi there, everyone. Welcome to another 1-2 game on SoPo. The game is popping off, and we're here to gamble. So let's see what happens. I was just discussing with my friend SMD about a reel that I made that has the most views. One in which he completely trapped the crap out of me, where I thought I was trapping him. I would say the game is playing pretty loose like normal. A lot of $10 opens, things of that nature. This is our third hand, and we are dealt the ace and the king. And we will be 3-betting Dylan, which we do a lot of. I'm unsure if the bounty is on for Dylan tonight. I did not see anything in Discord, so I'm proceeding as if the bounty is not on. Last time I played a 3-bet pot with Dylan, he flopped quads, which was lovely. I think this goes bet, check back the river, just so I don't have to call a large bet on the river. I think we're going to be chopping here a ton, and I think Dylan got lucky with a hand like ace-10. Ace-10, that's my guess. Oh, but who reads cards well? Not this guy. Another premium hand here. Pocket tens. Gonna find ourselves a raise. Dylan's big blind. Tails finds a call. And we flop 3 of a kind, where we're going to put in a C-bet. 8 and a 19 seems somewhat appropriate. We pick up 1 caller. And the turn is a 4-liner. We're going to bet on the smaller side here and call a raise. Shouldn't have a lot of 8s in his range. King Queen will be an option. And I do find it hard for him to really bluff this river. See if we can fill up. We cannot. We will check. Maybe he just has a... Man, he bets that so fast. What 8 is he supposed to have here? We're going to pay this one off, boys. We're going to pay this one off. Yeah. You bet too fast on the river, Tails. Sorry, buddy. Got to slow it down a little bit. I do need to check to see if this is... Yeah, it's real tails, not fake tails. Yes, the stream is off to a hot start, boys. A hot start. Immediately up $78. I hate to, again, I don't know whether I'm calling that river or not, but typically when people are playing online poker, this is just me giving away way too much information. You'll find that those fast bets on the river are just typically weighted heavy towards being bluffs. Do need to test out how to screen. Here we have the 4 and the 7. Good enough for an open raise. Book says it's a fold, but I suppose one could say it's cuspy. Sparty a little bit on the horny side here, buddy. You know, you don't just... I would be very concerned with John T's calling range here. Would have flopped a monster, 7 high. I think John T's going to have some overpairs here. Eights, nines. Would have turned the absolute gizzards. Wish he would have made a normal size raise so I could stack him. The interesting part to whether John T folds and shows like eights, nines, tens, something of that nature. And he folds. Oh, he has queens. So Sparty, yeah. Sparty just doesn't know what he's doing there. And we'll show our hand. We would have won a big one, but we really have no reason to be in there. Yeah, that would have been a nasty one if he just didn't make it $30. And I was right to say that we've got to be somewhat alone with John T's range there when he just takes. I had a feeling I was lost. Sparty, you didn't have that feeling. You saw his cards and it was one pip better. And would you be saying I had a feeling I was losing if he had tens there? No, sir, you would not. Ooh, SMD with a new logo. We're gonna find a reasonable size 4-bet or 3-bet here. Really sorry about the touchiness here in my screen. So we 3-bet and Dylan certainly gets in there with a call. We're out of position. Going to start with a $25 C-bet. I think if the turn brings a diamond, that's an interesting diamond to bring, right? I think we just rip it in here. $195 seems appropriate. We'll leave ourselves $6 back just in case. Yeah, Dylan seems like he did not want to fold this hand. And this one, unfortunately, I'll have to show on stream. And good fold, Dylan. You had me there on the flop. Now we're going to full Twilight Dylan. Obviously just calls where we flop the nut flush draw and get led into. Never folding, never raising, so calling seems fine. Interesting turn here. Still think he doesn't have that many full houses, and he has naked aces also. When I call him twice, it's going to be hard for him to rip into me here. Hopefully he just has like the Queen of Hearts, and he overbets, and this is never a good sign. Guess he just can have ace-8 here, and we pay him off. He has 2-3. And sometimes he has 2-3. Almost folded. No, I didn't almost fold. Yeah, I did a little bit of a slow roll. Slowest of rolls. Well, I was talking, otherwise we just... We just call a little quicker. I don't mind a slow roll. I'll tell you what, though. Dylan had me... I guess I have the King of Hearts there or whatever, so... But Dylan definitely had me concerned in that hand. I know he's a wild card, but man, did not see that one coming. Let's see if we can make another set. Sets are fun in poker. This is going to be a check fold here. Who has the most ace-tens? How about us? And we show pocket twos. And yes, everyone's going to tell me it was good. We certainly weren't betting for value there, as we decided that pocket twos would fall into the bluff category. Who has more ace tens? I don't know. It's hard to have ace ten. We call. Three-way. We flop a gut shot to the nuts. Sparty might be on tilt here. We're going to call one and see if we can get lucky and stack him. We turn an open-ended draw. What do you think he does if we bet 7? Look at that. How good are we? It's a hard game, boys. It's just a hard game. Oh, I win? Again? Sorry, buddy. Told this free roll is going to go away. Busy did say not today. We'll see how long it's up here for. Maybe 3 hands, I was told. These guys are pretty funny. Dylan certainly. I haven't looked at Dylan's VPIP yet this session. Let me get an idea of how many hands have been played. 51, 56, 52. So in this 50-ish hands, ace, deuce, so we're going to chop it up. Unless Dylan can... Oh, they do not chop it up anymore. Dylan takes it down. Well done. Chop, chop. Take chow down. Good job. All right. The queen and the 8. Goes into the muck. Going to give it one more full hand before we get rid of this banner here for the free roll. Oh, so what was I talking about? We're gonna set a line, and we're going to say Dylan's VPIP over under 56. Obviously, I think 56 is a really good line, so I can't therefore make a bet on the over under. But that's what we're making the line at. We're gonna check. Dylan, my friend. Full-blown blasting tonight. I love it. Go away, says Sparty. I'm drawing, he says. Well, one of the draws certainly gets there. Healthy 2/3. Sparty is not having a good night. Yeah. My man knew exactly where he was at in the hand. He has a pair of 10s, but he knows it's no good. And he says, you know what? I'm drawing. All right, we're going to get rid of this free roll again. Annoying. That's all right. I'm told from the powers that be at SoPo, they will be taking care of this. Let's go on to take a look at fantasy football here. We did have a profitable 1-game slate early on. Breaking even in the Chicago-Green Bay game. And actually we are winning in the... What happened here? 10-40. Okay. A little rich for my blood, boys. Very nice, very nice. versus King 9. One for the good guys. And that's it. One for the... Oh! We do it again. All the kings out on this board. Dead to a 9 here. 2 out of 3 seems somewhat reasonable. Don't remember the action. I did say I don't remember the action. I did not see the action. I was looking over at fantasy football and I did see 10-40 and we folded, I think, our queen deuce. Let's go back and see. Looks like... Oh, hand details. Yep. 10-40, Sparty makes it 200, and Dylan gets in there. He says, you know what? I'm not folding you. We're pretty deep here, and probably should be calling, but Tails and Sparty behind me. Let's isolate Mr. Dylan again. Can we call 150 big blinds with pocket eights? I think the answer is yes. And Dylan just finds a fold. We have the 7 and the 4. This is going to go in the calling range. I don't think we get too many folds with our reputation here versus John T. This will be a call for Dylan if he doesn't lose. I don't know if he has any folds here, and then we just get to call around. We really like our hand. Going to be a bunch of money in this pot as people don't like to fold. This is not the flop we're looking for. And I'm guessing John T is just going to flat out win this hand. Yeah. We're done. Grown-ups are playing. Little kids are out of this game. Sorry, boys. Looks like the Bears came out, down 21-3 at halftime. Drove down the field and kicked a field goal. Pretty strong. He has the 2-9. Okay. Dylan is in full blast-off mode. Wow. Is the bounty on? Ace-8 calling a 3-bet. Yeah. Listen, John, in this game, let's say it's kind of a mandatory call of a 3-bet, right? $10-3 off, even I have standards. Not high ones, but some. Six deuce. Once again, the grown-ups are going to play and the little kids are going to sit this one out. Unless, no, I was thinking SMD might have had some nefarious thoughts there. Some tomfoolery up his sleeve, but no. Let's run it, he says. Dylan. Dylan gets it in here, and we have the ace-7 versus... Yeah, ace-7 versus 4-10. Let's run it, says Sparty. Sorry, I forgot to put the do not disturb on. We're going to do that after this hand. No heart. 3 for the good guys. Oopsie daisy. 4-8, definitely going to be in the mud. A lot of poop being exchanged at this table. What am I playing? 35-27? Somewhat reasonable. What am I looking at here? Sometimes I wonder, I'm like, what is happening? Oh, that is awesome. Oh, that makes me happy. Here we have an actual real hand. We have the pocket aces. Let's see if we can figure out a way to butcher this hand. We're going to start by 3-betting, which we've done a bunch. Dylan actually folded the last one. Would be super sad if he finds a fold here. He does not. I think we start by betting 1/3. See if we can get him to actually have a piece of this board. We're going to try to get this all in on the river. And he was not having it, which means he does not have a piece of this board. Which means I wish I would have bet a lower amount so that he would have thought, no, I think my play's fine. Switching up the seats, obviously. Sparty thinking that giving position on a player that's been destroying him. Interesting strategy. We're up $555 when we pick up the pocket aces once again. And we'll an extra pip here since Sparty's in the hand. And John T's going to... Oh, John T's going to come along. We do not have the ace of spades. I think we could go either way here. I'll opt for a check on this flop. Turn is the queen of spades. Seems like maybe one of the best cards on the deck. We're going to make a call here. And we will be folding to any river action here. And he bets 13.5. Can we get him to fold? Can we turn pocket aces into a bluff? We have turned pocket aces into a bluff. And John T snuffs it out and calls with the second nut flush. Well done, sir. Well done. Yes. We rolled medium. That is true. Was a good call. It's going to be a raise by Sparty. But the hand's never going to be any good. So we're going to put some pressure on him. We're going to take this one down pre-flop. Uh-oh. Busy steaming. You don't know me. Yeah, I am steaming a little bit. You're right. We're going to go check here. Where we river. Nothing at all. Oh, he's stealing. I have a pair. We're going to show. Maybe it's a bluff. Doesn't matter. We show the 2. And he has the 7, so... A bluff with the best hand, but a bluff nonetheless. Nice answer. sure what the best way to play his hand is. Certainly fine. It seems to turn that hand into a bluff, as it's unlikely to be good. We're going to call this. I don't see any need to do anything else. And we'll be calling pretty much any sizing on this river. 120. Okay. You got it. King 4. Not going to get it done, Mr. Dillon, but your aggression is commendable, sir. And with the weak button, weak small blind, we're going to open the 4-6. Dylan's going to stick this in here, right? No? Yeah. Alright, Dylan. You give action. I don't know what you don't have anything. Seven deuce off. Unbelievable, but it's the best hand pre-flop. When you're as bad as me, Dylan, you never know. Why did Dylan rig the BBJ? The BBJ is rolling here. $2,700. It would be nice if it hit it. Certainly this hand has the option for it to be hit. However, I'm going to say it doesn't get hit as nobody, well, not nobody, but Dylan and Sparty never have anything. Predictions on when it will go off at the table tonight, for sure, he says. Oh my God, it's pocket kings. What is happening? And just like that, TF Dylan almost felt it. You can see the bulge in Sparty's pants as he got the kings. Yeah, reminds me of something I've done before. We open the king 10 off, and we have two complete giga whales behind us. We're going to start with a small bet in the 30% pot range. We will be overbetting this turn, unless we hit a jack, in which case we probably just put a 2/3 size bet in. We know tails is passive, so now we are very likely going to have to hit a jack. 3 spades is not going to be the card that we want to see. Many of his semi-bluffs will include 2 spades in his hand. Nice hand, sir. Take it down. Well done. So we're up a little over $500 here in the first half an hour on SoPo. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Would not have folded that, but luckily SMD finds the raise, and we're okay with folding our hand now. Would have flopped a pair of 9s. Sizing seems fine for this board. Interesting run out. I mean, Dylan's come this far. Yeah, I think I don't know what's going to happen here. Ace, queen, queen, 9. Wow. Wow. That is pretty gross. Yeah, you probably might feel behind, but you're still not going anywhere against Dylan there. What a slow roll. Ooh, slow. Dylan's still down 200. I find that hard to believe. I felt it when he kept flatting. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, what's he flatting with? But again, we're not getting away from ace queen there. Almost against anyone, let alone PF Dylan. Bounty does appear to be on, which makes it even more sad when I wasn't able to. I guess that wasn't a full double up through Dylan earlier when I just called him on the overbet on the river with the king of hearts on the monotone ace high flop. King 10, certainly going to be a 3-bet here. Tails had 0 invested, so obviously he's in. And we're going to fold. Nice answer. Obviously, king. I think there's some possible. He's going to buke and throw up. I don't know if that's psych ward talk or not. I'll have to Google that. I've come really fond of SMD. Now one would have to wonder what's going on here. SMD. Dylan definitely getting out of line with the 2-5. This is VPIP gone up or down. Now it's 73. Now it's down to a cool 71. And we take a 3-bet here. He has the fold any on. We'll show. My hand was good anyway. Guess I could check call down. We'll give Dylan some credit. A 71 VPIP, if you look on the hand chart, does not include deuce 3 off, but Dylan found it. He rolled high and said, you know what, tonight I'm playing 2-3 off. So do whatever you want. I'm in there. Jack 6 suited. We flop queen high. Check, check seems appropriate here. And we're just going to give this one up. Dylan, you win. Keeping my aggression factor in check tonight. We're just going to call now. Last time we 3-bet, he shoved it down our throat, so. BBC more. No idea what that could stand for. John's out of the way. And we're 4 ways to a flop. Where we flop a backdoor flush and straight draw. I think he bets his stronger hands here multi-way. So we're going to try to just... Can't show a bluff every time, right? We're up a cool $545. We have the jack and the 7 off. Open by Dylan. John folds. SMD finds the re-raise. This SMD, he's a thinking little guy. Starting to pick up some stuff on him. I'm thinking his mental disorder may not be as severe as he's letting, or as he's, I think it's less severe than he's putting on. I'm thinking this guy might be on the sharper side. The old 27-19. Seems to be 3-betting appropriately. Certainly he's trying to stack Mr. Dillon. And Dillon's saying, you know what? There's a bounty on my head tonight, and I'm not giving that bounty away. I'll give away a lot of other cool stuff, but that bounty, not as much. We have the 9-8 offsuit. Definitely can find a 3-bet here versus Dillon. Seems to be what everyone else is doing. Is his VPIP has climbed back up to 73, where it belongs. Well, this one's going to be one and done. You need to really put a larger bet in here. I think about a third sounds reasonable, and we'll see what these guys are up to. All right. Are we going to fold? Are we going to check and give up? We are not. We get called quickly. This is a bad card for us. We don't think he folds aces. Although he slow checks. Let's leave him with $1. Is Dylan going to find the call? He does! The ace-10. Nice thing. Now we are not up that much money. Sad times. What an interesting bet. Thank you, Sparty. Thank you. The stream is over. SMD, you are not wrong. All right. Sorry, table. I guess Dylan has a lot of money. It's going to be hard for anyone to get a bounty off of him now. We have the queen and the deuce. And we're heads up against Dylan. Or we flop nothing. I think queen high here, just from like a Texas Hold'em standpoint. It's just something we take the showdown and call river bets with. Now it's definitely good enough to bet for value. And obviously he doesn't have ace high there, as I think. That gets in there pretty quickly. Coppery Conch. Hello. Welcome. Never seen your name. To the table. I'm scared tails. Oh my goodness. What is happening here? How can I ever fold this to you? I can't wait to see this hand. I can't see what it is. Ace 8. Yeah, how can you fold that? That's I thought I was crushed. It doesn't matter, Sparty, if we think we're crushed. Where are my donations? SMD, you're not wrong. He's like, I'm getting coolered over here. It's pretty funny. Yeah, XXY, Tail's going to find the half pot size. Oh, the 3/4. Actually more inappropriate than I thought. We're going to start with a raise. Dude, you can't bet 3/4 on a 663 bot. Not a thing. I'm going to hold a seminar. Help my friends here at SoPo. I'm going to give this one up. I'm playing too loose. 39-32. And we would have had him crushed. I think he showed the 7-6 there. We had the 7-9. Ace-9. Certainly a playable hand. I think we're going to find a 3-bet here versus SMD. John's here for the vibes. A little shot at his VPIP. And we cannot call this SMD. We do have a decent hand. Sparty, of course, putting all the dead money in there with a hand he can never call with. This somewhat Prince. Yeah, King, Queen. I like it. Yeah, I don't blame you. Busy did have some position in that hand. Now, if this gets back raised, we will be finding a call here, SMD. We cannot... They call this pot odds. They certainly do. $18 seems about right on this flop. And we bet. Busy, this will be your stream, Pookie. Thank you. Makes me feel like you probably did hit something there. Maybe top pair. We'll check back. 7, 8, 8, 9. Possible hands now all beat us. It's going to be gross when he shows like pocket threes, but we give up. Yeah. What did I say? 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 7. I'll get there. Bad river. Have to fire that turn if we're going to win, but we don't need to fire that turn. And I'm called a nit. Or maybe he's calling himself a nit. I'd probably call a small bet there. Probably call it big bet, maybe fold to a small bet. I don't know. See what the move would strike, actually. Smoking a Zeno tonight. A Zeno Platinum. Quite tasty. 21-9. Looks like Chicago's field goal kicker tonight. Having his way. So I think I can entitle this one up $500 in 30 minutes. How are you not playing on SoPo? These are some of the best games you can find online. Their games are fantastic. Big overlay in a tournament. 3 minutes to register. Can't do it. Wish I could, Dylan. SMD's like, wait a minute. Overlay? Did you say overlay? He's in there. 25 SC entry. coppery conch. Yeah, hasn't played a hand yet. Dylan's ripping this tournament, he says. We start with a raise. And we get 3-bet by tails. Never a good thing. But we don't respect tails game. So we're going to call. Dylan's in there as well. We flop king high. Boy, he's really got to work on his flop sizing, huh? This is not that bad 3-way. Depending on his hand. We're done. Nice hand. Although the hand is not done yet. Oh boy. I think we might have a little tell on you, tails. Always betting the turn. I think he said best the turn, but I think he meant bets the turn. Take my money. Come on, tails. Ouch. Just blasts off. Hey, you know what? Might have fooled me into thinking I have aces, but I don't know if I'm also good enough to fold top pair. 3-way to the flop, jack 8, pair of 8s, jack high flush draw. Certainly would like to see another card here. Again, John T's range will be here. I think a bunch of medium pairs. Checks back the flop, so can't really have 8s, pocket 3s. Let's check. Bad river. Are we good enough to fold to Dylan? When he checks, he turned it. Nice hand. The old 6-9. Not in the mood to play King 7. I think we're down to the last orbit, boys. Game looks healthy. Happy for SoPo. Happy to see some new names on here. Dylan. What are we going to do here? Pot's getting big here, and John keeps calling you. One might start to suspect that John has an ace in his hand. Especially with the slow click. And we check the river, and John's going to try to find some type of value here with his likely full house. I would go on the smaller side. Very good, John. Very good. Well played. And Dylan just has to give this up unless he has a 5, in which case he just makes a call. Yeah. Good luck, Dylan. Yeah, no good luck there. Playing into a full house. We're 10-9 suited here. Wonderful. Hearts. Love this hand. Certainly going to be seeing a flop. In fact, if SMD opens and we 3 and he 4s, can we call a rip here? And Dylan finds the call. We flop middle pair, monotone board. Certainly $18 seems reasonable here. Busy. Can't you see? Somehow your 3-bets hypnotize me. Yes, sir, Dylan. Not looking for any yellow here. Gonna find a little bit under half pot, maybe like $44. Do pick up a probably what's the wrong end of a gut shot. And we'll be checking back this river. This is where Dylan should rip, right? And then he really just like confuses me. Yeah, see? Not gonna fall for it this time. I hope he shows a bluff. God, he can have some bluffs here. Ah, you bastard. bastard. Alright. I don't like it. Yeah. Now we're fist pumping. We're happy with our result here. Too much of a fishy line there. Not really, though, because definitely made me think about it. Doesn't stop us from 3-betting again. Middle pair. Very dry board. 1/4. We get called. Turn pair support. Check, check. River 6. Does he have an ace? Let's go 10%. Not because this is a bet, because we think it's funny. We bet 10% and we get snapped off. Where we chop the pot. Guess that does make it pretty easy on him. Up nearly $600. Now down. Sad times. Busy, busy, busy. Yes, yes, yes. What's the damage here? $21. Oh, and Dylan with queen. How does that happen? First of all, how does the software give him queen? Second of all, how does he get no action? That seems like the worst beat I've seen all night. I'm not going to lie. Ooh, Chicago finds a touchdown here. 21-16. See who scored it. Stats, Chicago. 2 interceptions for Caleb. DeAndre Swift, rushing touchdown. Ooh. SMD sits out. New player sits in. We're playing another orbit, boys. We're playing another orbit. Closing the action, Queen 10. You never know what's going to come out of SMD's mouth. So when you see had the craziest John, one could only think of where that story was going to go. But keeps it PG. Approaching an hour, 54 minutes in. Coppery really adding a lot of value to this game. You know, just splashing it up and giving action. Nothing to see here. Should be able to win this a fair amount of the time. And now, John's going to have a 10 or a queen. Oh, a pair and a flush draw. Sure. What game am I trying to play with you? 4-6 in the muck. We're going to reload here. Dylan's still splashing around. VPIP, solid 73. 43-33, I'd say I'm giving some action. 45-25, Sparty's always action. Tails, whatever. An SMD. I've figured out. I know what you are now, sir. I know. John T. Little nip. That's all right. Push-ups and pull-ups I will not be doing in between hands. That will not be happening. Jordan Love doing all the work tonight. I think he has 3 touchdowns. Yeah, 14 for 28, solid 50%, 194 and 3. Wow. Colston Loveland, 6 for 118. That guy just. Caleb Williams, 16 for 33. 194? No. 220 and 2 interceptions. Tough game, Caleb. You're a young guy. You'll be back. We have the 4 and the 8. Finds his way into the muck. "57 minutes into the stream, feeling strong." It's hard to talk the whole time. Like if you're in hands, it's one thing, but you're just folding a bunch. Not that I'm folding. Pay me my mo. One would think that's money. Certainly not going to play any more than Coppery Conk. And Dylan's in there. Where are the servers? In Somalia. Lagging to Mumbai and back. I'm having no lag over here. SMD, I've never had any lag. Wondering if it's your internet. This party shows the semi-bluff as if it's an actual bluff. It's alright, Sparts. Wonder how Sparty's doing in Minnesota right now. No, they're having a lot of issues over what happened there this week, certainly in the news quite a bit. Sparty, tell us, how's Minnesota? Are you in the Minneapolis area? Were you out there protesting or supporting ICE? What were you doing? Alright, we have 2 more hands. Will we get back to even? Probably not. 7-5 is going to go in the muck. We might have to play the next hand under the gun. We're down $35. And the most important thing when you're playing poker is to make sure that you win every session. That's the key to being a winning poker player. You have to win every session no matter what. Last hand here after this one, I believe. Let's load up DraftKings, see what's going on over there. Four, 6 suited, certainly gonna be a raise. And we get 3-bet min. Can't imagine what that is. We're gonna go ahead and complete. We flop a flush draw, which just means we're going to lose a bunch of money in this hand. But we're sticking it in. All of it, right here, right now. Tails. Oh my God. You know what? This is not a good scenario. Yeah, this is not good. And we get stacked on our last hand. And we're done, boys. Just like that. We stopped the stream. We're over an hour and we got stacked on our last hand.